You got to get your ass up and get it back Tuesday. That was yesterday work.
You gotta chase that money, man, all the time. I remember like 4 or 5 years ago when everybody used to say, "Oh, we gotta get this bread. We gotta yeet this yeast. I gotta sand this sourdough." All that shit, bro. That was my shit, bro. That was my shit back in the day.
I missed it.
I remember that day. Let's get this bread. It was something. Let's get this toast. It was like something with toast. Oh, that shit was a classic back then.
It took it.
But we back, ladies and gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
Welcome to the StruggleHolics podcast, episode 144.
Knocking on your door.
Yeah. And appreciate the new subscribers we got on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Our following is slowly growing. Our views is slowly growing.
We appreciate the slow.
Hey, y'all.
We do.
We're more intimate with y'all, man.
Yes. I promise y'all we will promote more.
Yes.
Just been a slow burn. I want to say I guess it's been an emotional week. Not in a like boo-hooing week or boo-hooing thing. But like, people just gotta get their mind right and stuff. Like I said earlier, I had to get a little pick me up. Something just felt off with today. I don't know why. Just wasn't like really feeling it today. I'm like, man, something just. You ever like get a feeling like you feel like something's wrong, but you can't pinpoint what it is?
Yeah.
It was one of those things. I'm like, I just feel like something's wrong. I don't know what though.
I was having one of those days on Monday. Like I didn't know what it was. Like, yeah, I get the normal like Monday rush, a lot of people coming in, dropping off and all this different stuff. And then, we always deal with a few bad eggs that always expect something that was never promised to them. And you gotta act like you didn't tell them what you told them. And, it's just usual normal shit. But it was like something about that day, like from the moment I woke up, I was just off. It was wrong. I had people ask me like, yo, you good, bro? You don't never act like this. You just being different.
I just realized something. I haven't do our names. This is Clay Chetser.
Oh yeah.
You know who we are.
Y'all know us, man.
We got straight to it.
Smooth in this thing, man.
Mondo.
Alisha A.
Back to the emotions.
Not get emotional.
We're not about to get too emotional.
We in our feelings.
People came here for the laughs.
It's that time of the year, man.
I think it's like
the holiday. It's the weather change.
It's shifting.
Man.
It's the change.
The time change.
I'll tell you what, bro.
It's the loss of the melanin.
Bro,
that's what it is. We drain our superpowers are draining right now. So that's really that time of year. It really affects your body.
These light skins about to start taking over again, bro.
They really depleted.
I'm glowing. I look like I got jaundice hell. I'm fucking glowing. This is not our prime.
Summertime is light skinned people prime.
Yeah, the summer
because they out here like a golden graham color.
Yeah.
Or they're not brown, but
they turn super saiyan.
Yeah, they like number 3 on the toaster. Like when you put the toast in there and you like toast it number 3. That's what they come out at.
That should be looking good too.
See, don't fall for the light skin trap. They out of style. I'm telling you.
They out of style.
I knew it was really bad today. When I went out to my car to go on my lunch break, bro. And I ain't got a remote start in my car right now because my check-engine light on. We're not worried about that. But I ain't got the remote start, so I got to get into it, hit the start button and get it to kick on. Mm-hmm. Boy, that feeling when my ass cheeks touch that cold-ass seat, bro.
You felt the cold air in your chest?
I was like, ooh. It's cuffing season and I missed the call, nigga.
That's all right with me.
Having them leather seats in the wintertime is terrible.
Having leather seats in Michigan is terrible.
This period. Leather seats in that, because when it's summertime, boy, you would damn near burn your shit off. Hold back of your legs, skin melted. You sizzling, like smelling like steak in this mouth. This nigga medium well.
But no, we do got topics. Y'all want me to start for the topics, or y'all want to start it off?
We could talk about the Keith Lee versus Atlanta.
No, we a little late on that, but hey.
No, it's still
going on.
It's
TikTok
some extra stuff happening with that. Ain't it?
It's going and going and going.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't got nothing else to talk about. Like on TikTok, like this is the thing.
Intro it. Like
I heard Keith Lee got hands though.
Yeah, I found out from this that he used to be in the UFC. I didn't even know that.
No, yeah, he's been a professional. He was a professional fighter for like 10 years or something. He said, like that was his job.
Oh, so
that
niggas ain't gonna like try to scrap him. Niggas gonna like straight up try to shoot him.
Yeah. And that's why you gotta be worried though.
Yeah.
If you him, you gotta be worried.
So they mad at him because
what happened?
So that whole situation, Keith Lee, he was on a tour, essentially, food tour. Like, hey, send me restaurants that y'all want me to try out, and when I go to these cities, I'm gonna try them out. Like, send me a recommendation. Any restaurants that want me to, check y'all out. Let me know. If I got time, line up with my schedule, I'm gonna slide through, and I'm gonna give my honest review. Like that's what his whole channel and everything was built up on. That's why he has the type of following that he does.
Before we go further, because I'm a wrestling fan, it's a wrestler named Keith Lee. So when I seen Keith Lee food reviews blowing up, I'm like, oh, this nigga do food. And he is a big chubby dude. So I'm like, oh, of course this makes sense.
This nigga got hustle. It's Get It Back Tuesday. Get It Back Tuesday.
So then, like when I see the Keith Lee, I'm like, this ain't Keith Lee. Who the fuck is this nigga? So anyway, go ahead.
Better with Keith Lee.
So he went to a few different cities. He also came to Detroit. I don't know if he was here like recently or he's still here, but he was in Atlanta and he was trying out a bunch of different restaurants. And what he likes to do in order to get like the same respect of getting treated, like a normal person, he don't want to be, getting special treatment.
Yeah.
So he'll have his family go in who's not famous like Keith Lee and order food for him. And usually he does takeout and all this stuff. So there were some videos where a family goes into one of these Atlanta restaurants and they tell him like, oh, the wait's going to be like an hour and a half. And you're like, dang. And we can't order takeout. I'm like, dang, for real? Like, that's crazy. So then they go back out. They go talk to Keith. He come in. They're like, oh, just Keith Lee? Oh, hey, we got a table for you right over here. Oh, man, like, we'll hook you up. And then he like, nah, actually, no, we good. I appreciate it, though. Have a good day. Whatever. And then he leaves. And this happened at a couple of different places. Not exactly the same situation, some variation of it. But then he was giving reviews on it. Obviously, there was a lot of other places that he went that he really enjoyed and gave good reviews on. But everybody going to focus on all the bad shit.
Mm-hmm.
So the few restaurants that he gave mediocre reviews for, people started giving him a bunch of flack, like saying, oh my God, like, why are you trying to tear down Black-owned businesses? Like, you're supposed to support us. You being this and that. Like, you just trying to lie to tear down businesses. That was a lot of what the conversation was, to disparage everything that he does. Like, where are your credentials? All this shit. Like, this guy's a food critic. Like, I ain't never heard of it. Like, that's what one restaurant was saying, something like that.
You ain't got to be the most. I'm like, I don't know what credentials you need to test out food. If your shit good or your shit bad.
Hey, lucky Gordon Ramsay didn't come in that bitch. Ramsay would have flipped the whole building upside down.
That's white men tearing black people down, but they gonna try to use the black on black. They hoes. You a hoe for that. Don't try to use the black on black. No, nigga, I just gave an honest review of your restaurant.
If your food and your service trash, your food and service trash, bro.
Get your shit.
And from my understanding, he didn't even call it trash.
He wasn't even calling it trash. These restaurants invited him out, or they were requested a lot of times by other people. Like, hey, when you come here, you gotta go here, bro. You gotta go to this place. He goes there and it's like, damn. Like, y'all like this? I don't really want to eat here. I don't really want to do this.
I mean, but also, too, it's smart of him to not be the one that go in first because you're going to give me special treatment because of who I am.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm going to send my family in there and see how you treat my family because that shows me how your business is truly ran.
Yeah.
Somebody of status that comes in here, you're going to put everybody on their best behavior. You're going to make sure everything is top notch because I'm here. No, I want to see how you treat my family and everything. Just regular people. And if that service is trash, okay, cool. And your food trash. I'm not going to even go say it's trash. I'm just going to say like, it was all right. It was mediocre.
Yeah, like they should did better here.
People, oh, you want to tear down black business? I feel like we're the most discombobulated group because we want to be treated equally, but at the same time, we want special treatment from our own people. I'm not saying that if you're going to give me special treatment, I'll take it. Exactly. But at the same time, if I'm going to give an honest review, just like I go to these white restaurants or these Hispanic restaurants or Asian restaurants, and I give them an honest review, why would I not give my people an honest review? And I'm not even going to throw no extra sauce on it to make it sound like y'all was just straight up shitty.
And then you can always invite me back. Like, okay, you see the review, bro? All right, send one of your people back through anytime, any place. I mean, anytime.
Yeah.
Shit, that shit gonna be heat. We gonna make sure everything good for you next time you come through here. We ain't gotta know it's you. Send whoever you want through here. We ain't gotta know. Because we gonna be on our shit next time. Thank you for the review.
Let's say every business in the world is black owned. Can we not be critical of everything?
Hell no.
Because
we've been through enough.
What you say?
Mondo said, relax.
But what I'm saying is like your business doesn't have to do anything with you being black.
It's true. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's dope and inspiring for black people to see other black people owning businesses. But you as a businessman and as a black man, you as a businessman are two different entities. Y'all are the same, but two different. Like, if you run a business, Mondo, let's say you sell wave brushes or whatever, and I'm looking to get a wave brush. But I come in there, you give me shitty service, and you disrespecting me, talking to me crazy, and I'm a person of status, and I go and say, like, yo, don't buy from him no more. Am I tearing your business down? No. Like, am I tearing your business down? Like,
yes, you are tearing my business down.
I am tearing your business down.
The reason you're doing it is off your experience there.
Yeah. But like,
it ain't like you ain't never
but then also people will tell me, hey, you shouldn't do that because it's a black owned business. Bro, it has nothing to do with you being black. Your service and everything was shitty.
But it do though. That's the bad part, Clay. But it do.
Why are we the only group of people that have to look at everything like being black owned and black this, black that?
See, the other races look at it like that, but they actually own shit. They actually accomplish and own what the fuck they supposed to be owning. We the only group of people who ain't for real.
That is true.
So that's why we like that. Everybody else actually accomplished what
like
they supposed to accomplish. They got their stores and they communities.
To better phrase my question, why can't we be critical of our people's mess ups? Oh, no. And also too, like, I'm not gonna shit on your business, but I'm gonna critique it. And instead of taking a critique and listening to what I'm saying, and then trying to see that for yourself outside of like, because if you own, like, for example, they own a restaurant, black-owned restaurant. Look at your employees. Look how your employees are running this business while you're not around, and that will tell you how your business is truly ran. So even though the black-owned business, the owner might have not been there, but if I'm critiquing your business, I'm pulling up the next day and looking at the type of business I'm running.
Yeah. And no, that's what I'm saying. It's not to use as a cop out, but it do be matter. Because sometimes, depending on the business, maybe they did have a bad day that day, or whatever the circumstance may be, and they're just because you never really know where a restaurant is financially. Because a restaurant could be looking like it's doing good, but might not be really turning a profit, depending on how the restaurant is ran and a whole bunch of other shit. So if they're finally trying to get on their feet and people are fucking with this restaurant now, and maybe it's just been a bad run or bad turnover clientele, I'm not clientele, but people who work there or something, and you give me the bad review, soon as I'm starting to get there, now I'm back down. Ugh.
I mean, but that's when you reach out to Keith Lee yourself.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, and that's what some people. I'm just speaking from the lens of people who think like this. They think you should, instead of putting the review out, pull the owner or call the owner and pull him to the side and discuss with him what the fuck you seen as a food critic or somebody who reviews restaurants.
I didn't even see what Keith Lee said. I was going to
say, he didn't really say.
Yes, I'm saying, I ain't saying he went all out and tried to crush him, but I'm just speaking from a person who's saying like they turned out like this.
Usually when he like the one. So the big controversy was the one. What is it called? Real Milk and Honey. It's like a brunch spot. That's the one that they went to, and they didn't get service. And they basically said they were closing, and they weren't. He basically described the situation exactly how it happened, and he said, "This is what happened." But the thing is, this is where it's like, I guess this is like a thing in like the Atlanta restaurant culture. They have like this restaurant has like a list on their menu of like outrageous, like it's not catering to the customer at all. Like the list is like wild. Like one of the things is don't ask for like customizations. We're not gonna like you were gonna get Real Milk and Honey. It's like you're not gonna get like you're not gonna get anything if you want something taken off. Like we won't do that. Basically, like we're not specializing anything.
How you gonna run a? I understand not fully customizing things, but if somebody's like, "Hey, I want this, but I'm allergic to this," that's in it.
That was another thing. They were like, "We don't accommodate allergies." Pretty much.
Some chefs are like that. The food, how I prepare this dish is how I want you to taste this dish. If you cannot have this dish, that's perfectly fine. Choose another dish.
I guess.
I mean,
some chefs are like that.
Pros and cons. Y'all pros and cons. Y'all right.
Which is fine, but I feel like if you're gonna do that, your customer service level has to be superb. Like if you're gonna have all them rules and you want people to come in with all those rules, especially that restaurant, I saw the food and like the vibe of it. It didn't seem like anything special. It was just like a brunch spot, legitimately a nice like a brunch spot.
But that's what's popping right now. Instead of the clubs popping,
that's true.
Brunch spots are. That's what brunch be.
That's the brunch.
That's the new pop out. Why is
that's true? Yeah, people be dressing.
That be pop. Like,
get a mimosa.
That shit wild.
Yeah, saw that brunch, girl. Look at you.
Brunch is the new way.
Brunch is really the new spot.
That shit in general just wild to me. I mean, I just feel like we put ourselves in. I feel like we put ourselves in a box so much.
Yeah.
As a people, and it bothers me. But at the same time, I do understand, like Black-owned businesses, we shouldn't try to tear them down. But at the same time,
you gotta give your honest review.
If I'm being honest with my fan group, and they love the fact that I'm honest about it. I go here and y'all give me shitty service. I'm gonna talk about the service. I'm not even gonna talk about if it's Black owned or not. But I'm gonna talk about the service, and then y'all come to me like, "Well, this is Black owned."
Doesn't change much.
It doesn't change the fact of the shitty service. It's the same thing we were just talking about with their accommodations. Because we don't do any accommodation. We don't take anything off of this, so don't ask. If you don't like it, pick a different dish or go somewhere else.
I got those rules, by the way.
It's fucked up, but at the same time, I gotta respect it. This is y'all rules.
Yeah.
I don't have to eat here. Same thing with Keith Lee. Like, y'all gave me shitty service. I'm gonna give an honest shitty service review. Y'all be mad about it. Y'all can be mad about it. And we need to stop trying to pacify ourselves. Like, what's a Black-owned business or blah, blah, blah. So because it's Black-owned, it's okay for y'all to give shitty service to y'all should be, if that's the case, y'all should be giving me better service than every other race if we gonna play it like this.
Yeah. It should be like Chick-fil-A around this motherfucker.
Yeah. Black people walk into a Black-owned business, y'all better treat me better than if a white person walk in here or if an Asian person.
That's how we're doing it.
I heard at Chick-fil-A, they fill your gas tank up for you when it's low.
I'm telling you, bro.
I heard they rub your back as you're cashing out. Like, you had a rough morning?
They'll wash your car.
Yeah.
They'll mow your lawn for you on Sundays.
I heard they pay for your
They're supposed to be off for you.
Y'all tip us. Y'all tip us after we finish.
Yeah.
We tip, and y'all, everybody else got a tip. Do some shit like that. All right, cool. But because y'all Black-owned doesn't mean that I can't critique y'all. I can't critique y'all's service. 100%. Y'all Black, it hurts more because it's another Black person. I know the struggle of trying. I mean, me not me personally, but like I could imagine the struggle it is to get your business started and get it up. But if you give shitty service, you give shitty service. It just sucks that you my people, but you gave shitty service.
Like, it sucks that you couldn't realize how to correct those issues before somebody with a big name came through.
Once again, though,
and exposed.
I mean, how many of y'all have worked in like the fast food, not even fast food, but like worked in the food industry? And like when the top guy's there or like the head guy, everybody's on their best behavior. The moment the nigga is gone,
it's a facade.
The moment the nigga's gone, all of a sudden everybody like they doing everything how they want to do it.
Y'all been cleaning
It's
for
not
the
just the
past
food industry.
2 weeks for one day.
It's not just the food industry, ain't that right?
Well, but y'all get what I'm saying. When the head
day.
guy's there, everybody's on their best behavior doing the stuff they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
When he's not there, it's a lot more lenient. So it's the same. I could imagine the owner probably wasn't there. He probably left for the day. So by the time Keith Lee's family get in there, it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe the service wasn't even like that. Maybe the fact that they told Keith Lee's family, y'all have to wait. And then I walk in and y'all tell me y'all got a table right now.
Yeah, they didn't get to the service, the food.
Yeah,
they didn't even get through the door.
Fuck the regular folks. Shit, they still want to eat. I know y'all want these reviews, but shit, treat your regular customers like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if Keith Lee say he like our business gonna skyrocket.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. It's financial. Like you don't want to turn Keith Lee down and tell him 2 hours. So you gotta get it from the business standpoint. Like we don't got a table right now to give you.
I think Keith Lee
we gotta give you a table.
I think he would have respected it more if they told him like, hey, it's a 2-hour wait. I can try to get you a table.
That's how they did it. The approach. Yeah,
I can try to get you a table, but right now it's look like an hour and a half wait. If you want to wait around, he would have been like, you know what, I'm cool with that because you treated me the same as my family. So now I'm gonna give you an honest review. But the fact that you told my family no, but told me yeah the moment I walked in.
Shit, where the manager desk at? But you better set him up a little.
You know what I would have did? I mean,
to a manager.
Set up Netflix.
Bro, they walk into the office, they see all the stuff on the table, they just
slide swipe.
Hindsight. Well, look at it like in hindsight. He could have been like, you know what? It's a 2-hour wait. Let me go grab my manager, see if we can work something out, blah, blah, blah. Even if he's like, well, you didn't do that for anybody else. The fact that you still told him that, he probably would have been like,
yeah,
right,
I would have been honest. You Keith Lee. They not Keith Lee. You will help my business. I would want to do this for them, but they won't be able to help me in this instance. You can actually help me in this instance. That's the only reason I'm extending this olive branch to you. I want to do that for them, but then I'll be cutting somebody else out the line who still can't do shit for me. So it ain't no point in me making that adjustment. And that's just to say the truth.
What's these rules, Josh?
Yeah, I wanted to get these off real quick. They're not that bad, honestly. One, we guarantee great food. Everything else is left to chance. We try our hardest, though. We really do. 2, we do not provide individual checks. However, we allow up to 3 forms of payment. 3, 18% gratuity added to parties of 5 or more, or checks larger than $75. 4, no modifications to any of the menu items. If you have a food allergy, please choose another item on the menu. That's all of it.
Politely said, "Fuck you."
You allergic ass motherfucker. Get your EpiPen.
Gluten free my ass.
So we got the EpiPen. They sell the EpiPens.
A place like this, just these rules off so far. I mean, they don't sound horrible.
They're not
Ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Like a little upscale restaurant. That's really,
but they really not.
But during the time people are waiting, I feel like y'all should give people a card reading these rules off before people waste their time and
put them up on the wall.
Or are they posted somewhere? Because it looked like they were only on the menu.
But we in the age of people looking at restaurant before they go. You daring to know the whole menu
not really.
before you daring to go to.
That's true.
People look up the restaurant to see to look at the food and or look and see what the place looks like. A lot of people don't read the details. People don't read details on.
I'll be all through the menu for sure.
I'm saying, shit, that's the first thing me and my girl check. We think of restaurant. Let's try
before
this
I even
place.
go.
Look at the menu. See if there's anything on here that we can fuck with. If it ain't shit on the menu, we just don't go.
But
the atmosphere can look beautiful, but if the food ain't finished, it ain't no point.
Y'all might do that, but I'm telling you, people don't read fine print. Listen. In my job field, people sign the paperwork to get these phone calls. And then they be confused, like, why am I getting this call? You signed the paper that said you wanted the call, but they don't read the print. People don't read the print on shit. I feel like with something like that, if you're going to have rules and shit like that, that type of establishment, okay, it's going to be a wait. Here's these cards. Like, are y'all going to wait? Yeah, we going to wait it out. All right, cool. Here's this card. Read over this, and we'll notify you about it.
Where was it at on their thing when you looked it up, Josh? Where were the rules at? Was it top?
Yeah. I mean, just look at the TikTok. It was on the top, But yeah, as soon as I looked it up with the rules where it popped right up.
But you just looking at rules. I'm talking about without
like, is it on their website?
Like, if you just look up the website, is it like some shit that's right there?
I can look. Hold on, let me.
But go ahead, Clay.
I would say what I'm saying is give it to people during that waiting period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so that
it should be in the front.
Read it, see what all this place have, and if while they reading it, like, oh, they got, like, man, fuck this place. I don't feel like waiting for this. That way, you ain't wasting people's time. Because I'd be pissed as hell if I waited 35, 45 minutes, an hour to get in here, and I get in here and I see these rules, and like one of these, like, I can't fuck with. Or I have food allergy. If y'all cook everything, I don't have this allergy, but if I was allergic to peanuts and y'all cook everything in peanut oil, I can't eat in this bitch. And I'm just not finding out after waiting an hour. So now I'm even more pissed.
But that's what I'm saying. The people with these kind of allergies and shit are the people who look this restaurant up. Because they understand that they have to do this. Yeah. This is a precursor before I come anywhere. I have to look this restaurant up to make sure we can go. I'm with the person who can't eat gluten. We have to look at all this shit. Okay. We gotta make sure you can eat something at this motherfucker.
Tomato, tomato.
Well, you're gonna be eating a salad.
I always do.
No, you're good. 5, be nice. 6, no reservations unless you're Barack Obama. Hey, there's exceptions to every rule.
I bet.
7, no table hibernation, 90 minutes max. Other people gotta eat.
That's wild.
8, if we prepare your selected item to meet your specifications, we will not remove the item from your bill. Our entrees are not samples. Thanks. No parties larger than 4, which kind of contradicts number 3, with no more parties of 5, whatever. On days that end with Y. No parties larger than 4 on days that end with Y. We're a small place. We try to accommodate. And we don't have a waiting area. No, naps in your car are okay. Yeah.
Great.
Remember, this is supposed to be fun. They put at the end. All right. But yeah, wow.
Someone said, remember, it's supposed to be fun, even though you got rules like a high school cafeteria. I was
like, anyway, one of the things I wanted to ask y'all was, have y'all ever, somebody wanted to fight y'all, and y'all had to pretend like y'all wanted to fight them, but y'all knew y'all truly didn't want to fight that person?
Yeah.
That ever happened to y'all?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it ain't happened to me since.
I mean, shit.
It's just the story of it. You know,
it's just the story of it.
Say you're a hoe.
Yeah. Like you thought to yourself, like, I didn't want to fight this.
I was a hoe at this time. You can't say that. Shit, I think I must have been in like 6th or 7th grade. No, I was 6th grade. And I don't even remember what we were arguing about. It was in gym class. You know, like we had just, I imagine we was playing basketball or something like that. And he the big jock nigga in the whole school. Everybody know this nigga. He's him. And I'm that I'm the nigga that like, fuck this nigga. Like I was a hating ass nigga probably. So I don't remember like what we was arguing about, nothing, or like he was trying to clown me. And back then I wasn't really with it with the verbal jousting. I couldn't come up with comebacks on the fly. I was that nigga an hour later. I was like, oh, I should have said this. But now it's a lot better. But at that time I didn't have it. So I was trying to boss up because I got tired of getting picked on because everybody was picking on me at the time. And I choose the biggest nigga to boss up to because he was basically the biggest nigga. and then we in the locker room, you know, things start getting heated. And I step up to him and so like we chest to chest, and then boom, he gave me one good push, bro. I flew 5 feet back, slammed against them lockers, and I was on the ground.
Like
hey, you want to know what the fuck I did after that?
First see Justin.
Real talk, dog. You know what the fuck I did after that? Got up and put my clothes on and got the fuck up out of there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, you got this one, dog.
That's a bet. That's a bet.
That's a bet.
Put my pants.
Nigga down there forgot something in the locker room and they didn't want to go back to get it.
Didn't speak on that day again.
And that pussy.
What?
You got it?
Yep.
You got it? You
I
got
said,
it?
Mondo, you had this.
Yes,
crazy.
I do have a story like this. I do. Young kids. What was we doing this day? Summer day, out on the block. We was playing basketball or something, and one of our homeboys and them down the street had got some boxing gloves. So they come down there, and the other dude was around my age. I was closer to age to him than anybody else. So they wanted to scrap just to test the gloves out. I really ain't want to. We got done hooping. I'm tired already. And I really don't feel like fighting right now, bro. I just didn't feel like scrapping for real. But I said, fuck it. I'll go ahead. Man, we go down there, go down the house in the backyard. We go. So everybody putting the gloves on, get everybody hyping everybody up. Shit, we finna get it in. Man, put them gloves on. That boy, boat bop. I said, hold on, Jesus.
Nigga.
Out the gate. I really wasn't trying to, but I was saying, fuck it. I'm going. Yeah. You put your little fake guard up. You really ain't got your guard up for real. Man, we say go, man. He hit the glove, do the little thing. That boy hit a boom, boom. He was more ready than me. He must have been practicing on his way to go pick the gloves up.
See the one that brung him?
Huh? Yeah, it was his gloves.
Oh,
That's
no, they were fitted. They were fitted to his hand.
No, it wasn't fitted. But it's like, you got to go get the gloves just to play with. But no, it was real box gloves. Boy, him with a nice little doodop. I said, I fell to my knees. I said, hold on. Hold on. Shit, nigga. I thought we was going to play around for a second. That nigga came out ready. Man.
That nigga throwing overhands out the gate.
So we break it out. I said, man, look, I wasn't trying. Man, so I'm sitting on that shit all goddamn day. This was at the beginning of
that's how
the
your day started?
No, it wasn't the start of the day because we've already been outside hooping. When we was kids, when the daylight hit, damn near 7 o'clock in the morning, everybody was dressed. We was knocking on somebody's door. 7 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
We outside.
Come outside. We outside.
Yeah,
Granny ain't have her coffee yet. You outside.
Dressed and ready. Knocking on the door. Hey, Jay, don't come outside. We outside all day. So the day had already started with the hooping. Then we get to the thing. So then we carry the day over. I can't let this day end like this. I was ready to fight the first time. But no, I'm ready to motherfucking fight. I've been sitting on this all day, man. I'm deck down there hooping stuff. I can't get it off my goddamn mind. I said, that boy hit you with a nice 2-piece. That bitch was a good combo. I'm mad as hell. So we just going through the whole day playing. I'm like, I got to go back down the street, y'all. We got to go back. We go back down the street. Now we in the front yard. We put the gloves back on. We threw some good fair ones. That time. Yeah. Oh, no. Hell no.
I was saying you had to get out to a sister.
That nigga.
Oh, hell yeah. No. I was not going out like that. I couldn't go out like that.
So get back, nigga.
Man, what? I could not go out like that. Yeah, that was a crazy day, man. I was pissed.
Dog.
Because that nigga was... The nigga had to be in the mirror before. Like, I got the 1, 2. Nigga, I don't know who was fighting around that time. That boy must have been watching some boxing highlights. That nigga hit me with that right level.
That nigga watching them Kimbo Slice videos.
Man, shit, I felt like that. I like my eyes. Shit, my eyes.
Alisha, you got a story like that? You got a story like you didn't want to fight somebody?
Bruh.
Like, you had to put on the front like you wanted to?
This one, like, kind of popped up. I'm not a fighter at all. Like, I was not that kid. Like, I was, like, too busy being, like, marching band. And this is when, like, in our day and age, like, yeah, marching band, like, studying. I was a fucking nerd. I was not a fighter. But my sister, on the other hand, she's right under me. She was she was a little rebel child. Like, I was like an angel compared to her. Like, I did nothing. I was like, why would you do that? Why would you call her that? Like, no, why do we need to fight? So one day, like, this one girl and my sister were just like in some beef over something. Like, rumor started, something. She's like, this bitch just keeps talking about me. She's like, get on my nerves, blah, blah. So one day, my sister comes home. She's like bawling. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, this girl just keeps talking shit about me, and she says that she wants to fight me, so I'm about to go over there and like beat her ass. Like, no, this is dumb. Like, I'm about to go. So obviously, you know, she's like, will you go over there? Her sister probably over there too. Like, she's basically recruiting me to fight her sister.
Yeah,
She's like, you want to go over there and like help me fight? Like, and I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, ride or die. You're my sister. Like, so, and Mama Adams, if you're listening to this, I know you remember this, bro. So we like want to go over there, and we're like trying to play it. We're like, yeah, we want to go over there because my mom like knew their dad, like their parents, and like she's like, my sister's like, if we can't go over there, now I'm gonna just walk. We about to go, and I'm like trying to like, I'm just sitting in the back seat, like nothing's going on. So my mom drives us over there.
Mama Adams drove you to the face.
Thinking that we're gonna talk and diffuse the situation. I'm on mom's side, right? I'm like, we're gonna talk it out. It'll be okay. My sister comes out of the car, bro, and she runs to the door like, where is she? Where is she? And she's like, what's going on? And of course, it's like the typical, like, innocent, I didn't do anything white girl. What's going on? What's going on? Why are you here? Why are you in my house? My sister's like, you know what the fuck, bitch, come outside, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, I'm like standing there like, yeah. Like, I'm like ad-libbing in the background. And my mom's like looking at me like,
Alisha, cut the bullshit.
like, stop. And they're just like, and of course, like they're neither of them. My sister just all up in her face. My sister's was naturally is tall, and skinny, like tall. So she's like looking over at this bitch, like, yeah, what the fuck you about to do? Blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, my mom and her dad are like chatting it up, like, hey, I'm sorry, you know, kids, like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting in the back, like, please don't swing. Like, I don't want to fight. We both know this girl. The girl's looking at me like, your sister's stripping. Like, I didn't even say that. She's like, what are you doing? And mind you, we're like in the middle of like their porch / on the lawn.
Did she say that though? Did she say that?
Probably. This girl has been like a shit. I will tell you who it is because you know her. But like a shit starter. Like she was just like very into drama, and I have no idea. And so was my sister, really kind of too. Like she was in drama too. And I'm like sitting there like. So we like sit there, and the next thing you know, they're like crying, obviously, because neither of them want to fight. I don't want to fight. And they're just like, oh my God. Blah, blah. So my mom's just sitting there, and then they're like, and then it turned into like a whole, you know, when parents get together, like, you know, blah, 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 blah. So how are you? Blah? And my mom and this guy is like, just like chatting it up. And we're just standing there awkwardly, like glaring at each other. And my mom's like, okay, well, it seems like the girls have like hashed it out. Like we're going to leave now. And I'm just like, oh, thank God I didn't have to fight a bitch. The sister wasn't even there that I was supposed to fight. Like she wasn't even there. I think she was at like practice or something.
She lucky your sister didn't show up.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. It's the fact that I got in the car though. I could have just been like, no, you got this. Like she was like, come on, we're about to go.
I had a story like that when I was in fucking school too. Because I did not want to fight this nigga at all. I had to put on the front like I wanted to.
What grade?
Shit. 11th, I think. Yeah, I was cause I wasn't at Hazel Park. I was at South Lake. He was a big swole nigga too.
Oh man,
see, bro.
Why do you want to do this?
Because it wasn't like I went to go pick a fight. It was gym day. You know when gym teachers are lazy that day, they just like play basketball, just drop basketballs out. So it was one of those days. So we all hooping. You know how high school gyms are. They're like fucking 6 rims all around. Mm-hmm. So we all playing. And the people I'm playing with, our ball bounced over to the court that they playing. The nigga pick it up. I'm like, yo, right here. The nigga like look at me, look at the ball, launch that bitch across the whole fucking gym. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Why the fuck you do that? He's like, man, your ball rolled in my court. I'm like, no, bro, fuck that. And like, I'm just like, I'm mad, but at the same time, I'm like, bro. He's like, bro, what's up, bro? I'm like, then one of the kids I was playing, he came over, put his hand on, like, yo, Clay, chill. And like when he put his hand on, I'm like, no, nigga, fuck that. I'm like, no, nigga.
That hand always happening.
Like that means you support me. That means you're backing me up.
Before I react though, because like when he's like, man, what's up? I'm thinking to myself, man, I don't want to do shit. The nigga came over like, no, Clay, like, chill. The moment he did that, nigga, all of a sudden I was like, no, nigga, fuck that.
Super Saiyan.
Let that nigga double down.
That nigga said energy transfer. Nigga exert niggas energy.
Hey, but
I feel drained touching
because like when dude came over, was like, no, Clay, chill. He wasn't like some like trying to like keep me calm. Nigga was just like legit, just like don't start shit. Like yo, chill. I'm like, the moment he put his hand on me and the nigga gonna hold me back, I'm like, bet ain't shit happening. Nigga, fuck you. Like, I got confidence like a motherfucker, but ain't shit happened from that. But I'm like, bro, if that nigga would have came over here, dog, I was 90 pounds soaking wet. That nigga was benching 250 pounds in the fucking 11th grade, bro. I would have got fucking flexed. It would have been wrapped. So I'm like, fuck. I remember also playing high school football. No, not high school. 8th grade football. I remember I was always making jokes on niggas. And this one nigga, his name was Chris. Can't remember his last name. But the nigga was big for no reason, fucking 8th grade. Like, he was one of those, like, nigga, like, you damn near, like, teacher size. Like, nigga was big.
Yeah.
The fucking coach set up the practice to where one person holding the bag, the other person run 10 yards and hit the bag. And he lined us up. Somehow I got lined up right in front of this nigga, Chris. So, like, the person in front run, hit the bag, and then after you hit the bag, the next round, you hold the bag, and the person behind you go.
Yeah.
So, Chris is right behind me. And I cooked that nigga one good time, and that nigga was heated. So when we got lined up, I'm right in front.
He did it on purpose. You do that shit on purpose.
He switched his order.
You do that kind of shit on purpose.
Bro.
Hey, I need behind
I'm
him.
getting my
bro. When he was behind,
behind.
when he's behind me, he's like, "Yeah, Clay, this is me and you." I'm like, "Nigga, ain't nobody scared, nigga." I'm like, "Dog, somebody trade spots."
He's like, nobody's scared of you, bro.
I'm like, "Bro, somebody trade spots, nigga." Like, the nigga in front of me, I'm like, "Bro, let me get in front of you." Come on, bro, please.
No.
I'm trying to like ease, like the moment I see him talking to somebody, I'm trying to ease my way in front of the nigga in front of me. Nigga, great, no, Clay, bring your ass back. I can't remember what I said to this nigga. But that nigga was not letting my ass go, dog. I was like,
no, I got you, big dog.
So of course I run, I hit the bag because I played tailback. That nigga was like our lineman, our defensive lineman and shit. And I was like, once again, I was fucking skinny as shit, and especially in 8th grade. 11th grade, I was 90 pounds. Fucking 8th grade, I was probably like 75, 80 pounds. I was skinny, nigga.
Shit, you naming my fucking 3-year-old person.
Nigga, I was skinny. Nigga, I used to be able to take like my fingers and do this around my wrist and shit. Nigga, I was fucking tiny. Anyway, I'm fucking holding the bag. Like after I hit the bag, the nigga I hit the bag against, that nigga barely moved or whatever. And now it's my turn. I'm holding the bag, nigga. I'm like in this practice right now. Coach blew the whistle. That nigga can't run at me full speed. That nigga hit the bag. I'm bracing for the hit. That nigga hit the bag, bro. I went flying back. I swear to you not. I hit the nigga hit the bag. I'm flying through the air. I hear everybody go, ooh, world star.
That's what they used to say back in the day.
I flew back like 5 yards through the air. Looked like Jazz from Fresh Prince getting thrown out. Nigga, I'm just flying through there, hit the ground. I just lay there. Then that nigga come and lay on. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, I told you. I'm like, dog. The hit didn't hurt, but I'm like, dog, this nigga. I'm like, dog, this nigga about to put all his might in this fucking head. I already know it.
Got him.
But I was mad as hell at that shit. But that's the 2 times where I'm just like, man, nobody is scared. Dog, I was like, I'm not about to deal with this shit.
Oh, that reminds me of I was playing a pickup game in basketball. This was like 4 or 5 years ago. And it was this tall ass athletic nigga that probably should have been playing college somewhere. And I'm just going like for a regular layup. And then all of a sudden, nigga, I hear footsteps like LeBron. He pinned my shit off the back, bro. I'm like, oh, that is goaltending, ain't it? Everybody like, oh shit. I'm like,
ain't nothing worse than having that feeling. Everybody go, oh my, some shit happened to you.
Especially in sports, like you are trying your hardest, and then you make one little slip up, and they're like, "Oh, trash!" And you're like,
I remember I got put in a sleeper hole one time by this one nigga in high school. Alisha know who I'm talking about.
We about to swap stories.
So apparently in fucking it was 8th grade, I think. Apparently these kids in school was playing a game where like see if you can make people pass out.
Oh, that's stupid. But we was so fucking idiots.
I didn't know that was a game.
We was so fucking idiots.
I didn't know that was a game.
Yeah.
So I remember I'm in because like at least you remember in middle school like how it was like you had like 5 minutes to make it in between each class or some shit. Mm-hmm. So it was like during that period. So I'm already in the classroom. No, I'm already in the classroom. just talking with some friends and shit. Next thing you know, I just feel a big ass arm wrapped around my throat and shit. And I'm like, oh, it's like the door to the classroom was behind me, and I'm talking to like how I'm talking to Alisha. That's how I'm talking to the door to the classroom behind me. I'm just talking to her. Next thing you know, motherfucker put his arm around my neck. I can't breathe. I'm like, what? Nigga, I pass out.
This is a violation.
I wake up.
Welcome to Hazel Park.
He embarrassed you in front of the hoes?
Hey, I wake up sitting in my desk already. Like, nigga put me down on my desk and niggas walk me. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm pissed. And niggas hype me up like, nigga, go fight that nigga. Then I seen who the fuck did it. Then I seen who the fuck did it. I'm like, you know what?
This nigga ass beat,
You know
bro.
what? I'm good.
At least he sat me on my desk.
He said, I needed that little nap.
Because at the time,
At
the time, bro, I was a bitch. I was a bitch when I was younger. I ain't gonna lie. But
Man,
at the time, the stories around that nigga was like, this nigga was breaking in niggas' homes and beating niggas' ass and shit.
That nigga was a convict.
Bro,
Yes.
That nigga was
Yeah.
a
The
convict.
nigga was a cop. He was that nigga that had to have his parents come to school and sit with him in class.
Now I want to know
to
who
make
it
sure this nigga
is.
was accurate. That nigga was always in fights. That nigga was like breaking into niggas' houses and like one of his homies got jumped. That nigga went and kicked they door in and went to go beat they.
Somebody got the parents come in there and sit with him. Shit, that's
So,
the
like-
reason he like this. The functional ass home that boy came from.
So like when shit like that, when you hear stories and I see who did it, I'm like, you know what? You got it this time, dog. You got it.
Hey,
Oh,
pick your battles
nigga.
wise,
I know,
Pick
nigga,
your
I know
battles wise.
cheese
But-
neck.
But
I know
no,
bloody
the reason-
knuckles.
But to be honest, like me and him like talked about that shit afterwards. But we was cool. Like we kicked it and all that shit from time to time. But that was before the nigga did all that extra. So when he did the sleeper hold move on me, he was like, yo, he did it to me because like he knew me. So he's
Yeah,
like, I know
yeah, no,
Clayton
I know.
would be pissed about this. I was pissed as hell, but nigga, once again, nigga, 8th grade, he the nigga that's benching damn near 300 pounds in 8th grade. Like, nigga, I'm not about to fight you when I'm 80 pounds, my nigga. I'm not about to get my ass beat.
Hey,
That's
big-
what they-
big
not in front of
niggas
the
think
whole
I'm a
target,
nerdy
man.
motherfucker, bro. I'm telling you.
I got
Not-
respect for like the on-site people, like that could just pull up to a play and like, come on, side, I'm about to beat your ass. Like, I will never be that person. Like, I have respect. Like,
I
that's
would
like,
now.
fuck you, nigga.
I
Like,
would
just
now
start
if a nigga
fighting.
did some shit to my kid. I would now be. But other than that, that shit take too much energy.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Like
That's
now,
what
I like. I'm not scared to deal with that shit. But when I was younger, I'm just and nigga, I was skinny as hell. I was little as hell. And
That's what I'm
everybody else
saying.
around me
That's
big
why
as
they
shit.
was doing this shit. 'Cause they feel like,
Small guy.
yeah, they was some bitches.
That shit
Yeah.
had me hot.
Josh, y'all ain't never had classmates that try to do that shit, putting each other to sleep. Like,
Hell no. Man, nigga, what the fuck?
You gotta
make each
remember,
other- y'all-
Josh.
y'all never
Josh,
made each other. You ever seen people try to make each other pass out?
Josh 5
Doing the
years
little-
younger than us.
Take 2 breaths, let me tap your ear, all that shit.
No.
Like, take 2 breaths, then hold it, then a nigga do some weird shit to you, and then you'll pass out.
They had cell phones.
Yeah.
We
Nah,
had cell phones too.
Not not in the beginning like
We had
that.
the T9 Texas. and shit.
Yeah. We didn't have like the
But we was cold with the T9.
Ain't that-
We was really around this bitch.
They'd be like, you know what?
Back in the day, you had to hit
I didn't
one button
say
3 times, blah, blah, blah,
shit.
blah, blah, blah. Here, right here, down. You had to go around this
They'd be
bitch.
like, are you on your phone? No.
Man, you really had to go through some
I'll
shit.
talk to you later, babe.
Now, let's have a little sidekick or something. When you had
No,
a
that's
keyboard,
when you
you
were
had a
real.
keyboard. You a
man.
keyboard the fuck out some
I'm
shit.
I forgot Mondo went to Fitzgerald, so he was right down the
Oh,
street. from
okay.
Hayes Park, So
Yeah.
he's familiar with
Same
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Yeah, same
Right.
neighborhood, right around the corner.
Nigga, that shit. When I found out that was a game, I'm like, nigga, I didn't know that shit was a game. Because he was like, bro, like, everybody in the school was playing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga,
Who's
everybody?
everybody? I was not playing this shit.
Like, I had no idea this shit was a game.
Yeah, see,
Oh, yeah, he ended up doing that shit to my homeboy Jordan, too.
man,
He ended up getting Jordan as later on in Jordan.
No.
because we used
But
to be right that bitch.
Jordan dropped when he did it, like, when he made Jordan pass out.
Mhm.
Jordan dropped. Nigga, Jordan hit his head and was bleeding right above his eye and all that shit.
Oh yeah, I got it. I got to get back. Oh,
See, look, that's the thing. I never did the
Can't do
pass
that.
out shit or even wanted to try to do that shit. I used to be around. Just so I used to be like, bro,
Looking
y'all
back
gonna
on it-
kill a nigga.
I got to get
What?
wrapped up
Hey,
after
look,
that.
No.
Looking back on it got me hot because it, one, it made it look like how much of a bitch you were. But also, too,
Bro.
the nigga put me and Jordan sleep back to back.
in
Like-
the same period.
Not the same friend
Nigga,
group.
in the same 5-minute period, bro. Like, when I'm waking up, I remember this not because I remember waking up in the desk, like looking up, like what the fuck happened, and Jordan ass is fucking dropping like right after I wake up.
This nigga run this bitch like Batman. Bow, knocking niggas out. Next nigga. Say nigga only want information. I'm throwing knocking nigga out.
Where is he?
I'm mad as hell. Looking back at this shit now, that shit got me hot.
Yo,
that nigga say
niggas is sleep.
nigga
I
sleep
said, where am I? He just see a bigger.
All you feel is the soft, intimate rub across your chest. Next thing you know, you sleep.
But no, the reason why he got Jordan though, the reason why he got Jordan is because after I dropped like Jordan, because I was talking, it was Jordan and two other people I was talking. I can't remember the other two people I was talking to. Me, like we all were talking, and I got put so Jordan like checking on me, like, "Yo, you good?"
Trying to help a nigga.
So in the midst,
trying to help the nigga.
In the midst,
not help that nigga.
In the midst of Jordan like checking, like, "Yo, you good?" The nigga get put in the road. Like, bro, what
Nigga, you good?
So by the time I'm like fully coming to, the class is starting. Like,
He a whole Clay.
That nigga wasn't even awake for attendance.
No, the teacher looked at Jordan, seen the nigga bleed, like she was concerned and shit. Like,
Oh,
yo,
yeah,
you good?
yeah.
Where was you? Where were you during all of this?
Try not to get choked out. I see what the fuck you
The teacher said, "I'm good."
He said, "Nah, I'm out to call security for that motherfucker coming after me."
Teacher lucky he get choked out checking on the other kid. That's how he got.
He said, "They told me just keep him alive.
Man,
They good."
He gonna feel that shit. He gonna feel that Chetser.
Hey, our security,
God, what's
our
the
security
Chetser
guard
at?
at the school too. That nigga was choking niggas up too.
Man.
That nigga Greer. You remember Mr. Greer? Big
Come here.
That nigga Greer would choke. I remember some football players like fuck with that nigga. He kept telling them stop fucking with him. They kept fucking that nigga, pin that nigga up on the wall.
He was that guy that people would fuck with because he was big.
Yeah, he was-
like people would fuck with him
He was cool.
because he was
And
big.
he was having one of those days like, yo,
and he'd
leave
just
me
be
the
like,
fuck
"Shut your head."
And they kept fucking with. So he had the nigga up on the wall. The nigga unhand me. Nigga trying like, I told you to stop fucking with me, didn't I?
Yeah, Greer was not having.
Oh,
he
damn,
be
bro.
that kind of person in them type of schools though.
Niggas in this school getting choked out shit, bro.
Yeah,
Looking back at this shit, that shit got me hot. Cause I'm like, bro, like this nigga really choked me and my homeboy
He's
out
a
together
purpose.
and we ain't do shit.
A
That
lawless
shit
land.
was terrible.
No, for real.
That shit
That's
was,
diabolical activity right there.
it was.
That's the only way. That nigga's doing that for amusement.
Wow.
But when I found out that shit was, when I found, like, one, it makes me look like a bitch and everything, but also, too, apparently that was a game that the niggas was playing in school.
Yeah, no, I got.
We did some stupid
I
shit.
look like a bitch.
Especially on the football team.
I was gonna say, does he look like a bitch?
Like honestly, if we
No,
had
when
to
I tell-
rate all of our
when I tell Alicia
situations,
who it was, she's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Why he did that shit. She like, that makes perfect sense as to why he did that shit.
yeah, I most definitely out of those stories look like the biggest bitch for sure. Because I had a chance to get back, and I said, "No, I'm good. I'm
At
good,
least you
son.
got squared up with him. I didn't even.
I'm good.
I'm
shut
standing
him
in the
out."
front yard.
No, I've squared up with a
Bring him
couple.
out.
I've squared up with a couple. I've actually pulled a couple people whole card, and I was shocked at myself. I'm like, I'm like, damn, I'm shocked that, like, one, I wasn't like intimidated at all, but also two, like, y'all niggas some. If y'all let me bitch y'all, y'all niggas some bitches.
Yeah.
For
Y'all
real.
some hoes.
Y'all some hoes if y'all let me bitch y'all out. Because I'm like, nigga, I'm not the toughest nigga out here.
No.
I won't back down from a fight. Like back then, I would because I was little. But what really got me out of that stage is when we was about to fight the Western Michigan football team.
Yeah.
We was about to fight them niggas. That's what like really got me out of like, fuck it. Like,
Yeah,
fuck it.
that's
What's the
what
worst
you
gonna happen? You
Get your
win
ass
some,
beat.
you lose some.
Yeah, all you gonna do is get your ass
Shit,
beat.
you lose a lot. You win by not participating.
Nah.
Facts.
Because I
Goodbye.
refuse to be that nigga. If the
Hell
whole group,
nah,
if the whole
guys.
group fighting and I'm the one nigga that's not fighting,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm a
you gotta, if the group is fighting, you
I'm not
gotta
gonna be the. I'm not gonna be the nigga that's
No,
not gonna fight. Like if my
but
nigga.
also too,
I
I'm not
don't
about to
know,
let.
Jack, how you
I'm not about
said
to let niggas.
Just like, yo, I need
I'm
to
not
get
a-
the car.
Look,
I got
I'll
the
pull
car.
the
Sit
car.
warm. The car
keep it warm.
But nah,
The
also
door's open
too,
for you.
Police coming up.
I'm the instigator, but I ain't gonna fight though.
But also too, I don't want people thinking that they could just get shit over.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, that's
All that
true.
shit I let slide when I was a kid and all that
Yeah.
shit. Like I
When
let
you
that
get
shit
older and
slide.
become a man, you understand that
Yeah.
you can't let
Yeah.
shit slide sometimes.
Yeah, real talk. I ain't been tried. I haven't been tried since then, honestly. Because like all through high school, I was really built up like physique wise. Because I was always like playing sports and everything too. So I ain't nobody really try to fuck with me after that. And I was and I'm tall and all that, so it just kind of died down after that. They just do all like the verbal shit, but it never got physical. That's all.
That's some good times. There's so much shit spilled over from our locker room into school. Just some football. Man,
Them swim class locker rooms is gay.
We used to have so many. It used to be a
What's another topic we
got? We didn't talk since we ain't doing that last week. We didn't talk about the Joe Smith.
Oh yeah,
his wife.
Wife. Did you? She is. So
I'm sorry, what?
You ain't hear about the Joe Smith wife? So Joe Smith, a former NBA player, found out that his wife has an OnlyFans.
Oh,
like after she already had it. She had it for like a damn near a year, and he found out that she has an OnlyFans.
Then he had one too. Did she? And he didn't know about it. I think she had one to him, and he didn't know about it. I don't know some shit. Like, don't quote me on this.
Damn, that'd be crazy.
But he found out, and she recorded his reaction to him finding out. And she's an ex adult film star, and she says, like, one, I think it's fucked up to record him being pissed at you finding out that you have it.
yeah.
But her reasoning for it is, like, she said she's been coming at him about financial problems they've been having for a while, and he hasn't been giving her any solutions. So she went and made her own solution by doing that and making her own money. But she like, "Are you mad about that?" And then now it's up in the air. People are like, "Yo, Joe has the right to be mad." People are saying Joe shouldn't be mad or blah blah blah. How do y'all feel about that?
I feel like, hell yeah, he got a right to be mad because it's your wife.
I agree.
Because, I understand we may be going through hard times and all, that's cool and all, but keep that pussy covered.
I mean, but
I don't agree with that part.
She's an ex.
Show your pussy.
She's an ex-adult film star, though. So people have already seen it.
But yeah, but it's the thing. She was, and this is the thing. Yes, she is an ex-porn star.
She hung it up.
Oh, yeah. Ex-adult film star. But that was way before she got with him. It ain't like she chopped fresh out of there into the marriage with him. She had been done with it for a while. So,
but I'm pretty sure he knew who she was.
Back in the day, you probably was doing. Yeah, of course. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I know
that's part of the attraction.
I know what you do. You show me what you do.
I like it. That's why I'm here.
You kept the skills.
Put the ring on it.
You kept the skills with you. But yeah,
I think he has a right to be mad that she didn't tell him that. She said she'd been telling him stuff for a while, but you haven't told him he has only. I feel like the OnlyFans thing, you should, regardless if you're gonna do it or not, you should give him the heads up. Hey, this is what I'm gonna do. If y'all are having money problems, that's the money reason. Like 9 times out of 10, that's the main reason why she did it.
That's the only reason she did it.
Y'all having money problems. And she said she'd been talking to him about problems and he hasn't been giving her any solutions, so she went and did that. Yeah. Tell me that that's what you plan on doing for some money, and I can let you know how I feel. Would you choose to do it with the information I tell you about how I feel? It's up to you.
If you still gonna make it, go ahead and make your shit, but bitch, don't just be out here moving on your.
And also, too, don't record me and put it out there for the world to see the world watch me being pissed.
Yeah, but when I put that last name on you, you better like got some sense.
Apparently, he probably about to get a divorce with her.
Because of it? Because of that? Or...
I mean,
you embarrassing the hell out of him at this point.
Yeah, and then it's like a breach of trust because that was part of you that you left behind, and now you resorting back to it. When she's at a low point. Which I mean, you're looking at it from the other side. You're like, hey, I was willing to do this before to make ends meet. What makes you think I wouldn't do it now under these circumstances?
She also went to TMZ and did an interview with TMZ. Talking about how they've been having financial problems and Joe knew she did this beforehand and like all this stuff. So you went to TMZ to make it even worse.
And
he did an interview with Vlad TV yesterday.
And this is the thing, because before she did those, it is what it is. The Cam and Mace, the sports show thing. She was on there. She was on the Stat with a girl who is on the show. She was on there and she was talking about their financial problem stuff, and the whole time Cam is literally Cameron, for those who don't know who I'm talking about. Cameron is literally on her like, you do massages and stuff too. You can come over to my house. I need you. You look very beautiful. The whole time he on her ticket. Whole time, and she just sitting there laughing, giggling, talking about you got some nice cleavage. She had the thing showing.
See?
She's a businesswoman.
And this is what I was leading to.
As a husband.
And that's what I was leading to. All this shit is a business play for her. Because the fact that she recorded it and it blew up drew more attention to her OnlyFans. Now niggas want to know
if they get split. I mean, if they do split, that's temporary money that's going to harm you in the future.
If they split and before they split, if she start blowing up for real off of this, that's still half his money too. If she making more money during that time.
No, don't get me wrong. Like
get that alimony king.
She gon'
get that alimony king.
I was about to say she making all that
bullshit. Get that alimony king.
She making all that money. She better be smart with her investments. I'm talking like I know that type of money that she got and the money she could do with.
It's get a bag Wednesday. You talking about not to go get a bag, Josh? That's a bag to go get. There's your bag to go get a bag. Get a bag.
You say like it don't matter how you get it, as long as you get that bag.
As long as you get the bag. You worried about the wrong thing. That woman harmed that man.
I'm not judging her. I just think, obviously.
Oh, you saying he go out there alimony on her?
Yeah.
If she makes more money.
Because she's doing, because this is the she's
yes.
All
just got
my bad.
Like,
yes. I was looking at her from the wrong. Get that.
Get her all the stuff she's doing right now is promotion. The TMZs, that she's literally going out marketing herself to draw in more clientele.
That's why she recorded the reaction video.
So exactly.
But you ain't gotta embarrass me. Because clearly I'm not fucking with you. Yeah. Now I'm getting, you're getting love and everybody's watching that shit, but everybody clowning me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the Will and Jada thing.
Yeah, and I think part of it too is because one of the things that a lot of retired sports players experience is a lot of depression because they spent their whole life doing one thing and now transitioning out of that, they don't really know what to do with themselves. So they run into that period where it's like, damn, I start to explore. I'm spending all the money I made in my career to just have fun or do whatever.
Apparently Joe Smith been having money issues too. So when you go from being a millionaire to now you having like money problems too, and then this shit happens, like, bro.
Exactly.
Stay strong, Joe. Stay strong.
Yeah, it'll rip you to shreds for real. And then for like certain players, even like Joe Smith, he wasn't like a key player on the team for most of his career, despite where he was picked in the draft. He was on like 15 teams. Like, yeah, he made a lot of money in his career, but even going through all that stuff and not really being as successful as he would have liked, I'm sure that was playing a part in it too.
But yeah, you can only expect the person to struggle with you for so long though too.
That's true.
You can, but
for they start looking at, all right, nah. That's like they sitting on the gold. They sitting on the gold mine. They like, all right, nah. I'm trying to have faith in you. I'm trying to do this. You ain't showing me. Because we don't know how long she been sitting back before this. Because how long were they together? He said?
They met in 2012. I don't know exactly when they got married.
Yeah, because she was really saying like his first wife is the wife that was with him. Because she said she got with him during there when he was struggling for real. Because he won. Because that was his second marriage. His first marriage was with another lady that's who they really spent all the money with. And they left with her for real. So when she got in the picture, she really like I wasn't really here for the money for real because she really ain't had this
especially
shit
if she had her own career doing all that.
But she has been retired though.
But that's gonna have to do it for this week, y'all. Yeah, we went over a little bit longer. What's your encouraging words for the listeners this week?
Don't let them punk you today. Get back, nigga.
Get your lick back for sure. I agree with Josh.
If life ain't working, start that OnlyFans.
That's something you to say. Start twerking. I was like, okay.
Well, you can be twerking on the OnlyFans.
Go ahead, Alisha.
Fuck Aaron Yeager.
And don't be a bitch. All right, y'all, let's go do it. I'm Clayton.
Jay Smooth.
Mondo.
Alisha.
Signing out. Peace.
Get a bag.